It's Phantom's ex-listener here, back again with another ex-listener video. Yes, I stayed up all night again, and it's dawn already. It's like already 8 something or 7 something. Yeah, 7:55 a.m. And since I got done recording and I didn't want to record anymore for a little bit, I was like, what if I comfort myself? Not that I need any comfort or anything, but I decided to go back in the ASMR little series and see what I was interested in. And I ended up falling for Demon Slayer, which is also my very favorite anime. And I ended up listening to a lot of Jiro, I don't know how to say his name correctly, please don't judge me, and a lot of Tanjiro, but I could not find the right person with quite the Zenitsu voice. Since I can maybe kind of fake cry, I thought maybe I could do a Zenitsu ex-listener, which I do have on my list, and I promised that a long time ago, like almost 4 months ago. I promised to do a Zenitsu ex-listener. So here it actually is, early in the morning, since my house is kind of quiet right now. But if the video is short, it's because the pots and pans are starting to ring, if you know what I mean. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are still doing the Q&A, so please comment down below your favorite songs and what I should put in my next videos, okay? Yeah, and my live stream will also be tonight at midnight, Brazilian timing, Brasilia. All right, and that's all. My Instagram, my Discord link server, wattpad, I don't know, and the songs that I use will all be in the description below. We are so close to 2K. Thank you so much for all your love and support. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try my best to make it a good situation, and just my best. Thank you. Sorry for making it a long. You were roaming around and you saw this yellow and orange haired boy trip over a log, and he ended up crying, yelping for Tanjiro and Nezuko-chan. Inosuke wasn't around in the mission. You decided to go down since this is demon listener, because like the demon listener thing is just very interesting to me, but then I'm not going to spoil it, okay? You decided to go down and actually try to help him, but since he was actually acting cowardly and was scared of you, he said, demon, I know, smell my fear. I know you want your meal. He pulled up his sleeve and reached out his arm. Go ahead. Eat me. If you'd like to devour me, then go ahead. Take a bite. I know you may have agony and pain in your heart. I am nothing but a cowardly demon slayer. So go on. Devour me, demon. He looks away, reaching his arm out to you. You take a sniff, and of course, you smell his fear. But you pull his arm away, putting his sleeves back down, and saying, well, you can actually speak. You're not like a mute demon. And you said, I'm not going to eat you. I was actually going to help you. You reach out your hand, and he looks at you, still in fear, as his pupils shake. Help me? Aren't you hungry for human flesh? What kind of demon are you? He continuously looked at you. You replied with, I'm no demon, actually. I just want to help other demons get better. What is up with you? Are you some type of demon a trickery demon? Tanjiro told me about these types of demons. How do I know that I can trust you? Okay, I know that I'm making Zenitsu not panic, but this is like more of a calmish Zenitsu that I have in my AU, okay? I'm not sure I can trust you. He backs away. You say, you can trust me, I swear, on my life. Even though demons, as you say, may live longer, but I swear on my life, you can trust me. Have you, if you don't mind me asking, have you ever eaten human flesh before? You reply with, no, that's a little gross for my type. I would never. To keep my hunger away from human flesh, I eat sweets. Like maybe peppermint candy? Mochi? So, to keep yourself from devouring human flesh, you eat candy? He looks at you, confused. You reply with, yes, it may be weird and it might sound like I'm trying to trick you to fall into a trap, but if I was, I would have already been attacked you since the moment you said I could have devoured you. Tanjiro isn't here yet. Neither is Nezuko-chan. If they see you, Tanjiro might just slice you. But if I explain to him that you're not a demon, you might as well just be like Nezuko. You ask him, who is this Nezuko you speak of? Well, me, Tanjiro, and Inosuke, we are all demon slayers. And I want to bring peace to the world about demons and humans. And the demons that are, that don't eat human flesh. We want them to get better. Like Nezuko. Nezuko, since her family got attacked by demons, she became one. But she doesn't seem to have any interest in flesh, blood, neither the smell. She hesitated to even take a bite out of a hashira. Seems like a lie, doesn't it? You said, no, not at all. It's impressive, actually. But trust me, I would never have my interest in flesh. You can trust me. So, may you lead to where this sort of Tanjiro is, or neither Nezuko. I mean, I can lead you to where we're staying at right now for our mission. But I'm not sure Tanjiro might let you stay. He might have a kind, warming heart, but sometimes he can be very tough. He turns around and cleans himself up. You follow behind him. So, I was being very rude back there. May I ask you, what is your name? Listener. Interesting. Never heard it before. Out of all the demons I have met, your name is very unique. I got off topic. Here we are. This is the place we're staying at. Might not be quite the place, but I would say the floorboards are my favorite. It's kind of comfy when we lay on it. The box? Oh, that? That is where Nezuko stays. Yeah, she can kind of shrink and get bigger. Bigger, Jesus. Yeah, so when Tanjiro and I and Inosuke move around to go on other missions, Nezuko has to stay hidden because, kind of a demon. And then so she shrinks and stays in there. Takes a long nap. I don't know how she doesn't wake up. Rocky roads and everything. But, yeah, make yourself comfortable. I'll make us some tea and clean my face up. A little while later, Tanjiro gets there and he says, Zenitsu, me and Nezuko are back. He gets his sword out. Stay back, you devoured beast. Nezuko, stay back. Nezuko, villager. Zenitsu comes back in with the tea and says, Listener, have your... Tanjiro! Get your blade away from... Listener. Tanjiro says, Listener. Zenitsu, you know you shouldn't trust or let demons trespass our... Well, basically our property. It sounded British. Tanjiro, they're not a demon. In fact, they're like Nezuko. Nezuko, looks at just Tanjiro very weirdly. Tanjiro says, Are you sure that demon is like Nezuko at all? If I may call you listener, demon, have you ever eaten human flesh? Zenitsu answers for you. No, Tanjiro. I asked them the same thing. They said human flesh is not their thing. You show the candies you had in your, Camino, I don't know what to call them, Camino, I don't know, and show him that you had, like, peppermints, mochi, mokai, I don't know, and, like, some sorts of candy, and Zenitsu said, instead of flesh, they eat these sorts of candy. They said it helps with the hunger. Says Tanjiro. I am very sorry about my rude actions, puts his sword away. I guess we can keep you around for a little bit. But when Inosuke arrives, we all know what's going to happen, Zenitsu. You're going to have to make your explanations, so am I, because we all know how Inosuke can get. You say so. Thus Inosuke must be the aggressive one. Tanjiro says, not really aggressive, actually. He's more of a fighting type. Oh, my voice just, like, kind of changed into Tanjiro real quick. He's more of a fighting type. Like, he wants to conquer everything, let's say. Oh, I see. So, like, kind of wanting to be the alpha and on top of everything, you say. Let's say it in that way. He rubs the back of his neck. Tanjiro. Zenitsu says, well, I made plenty of tea for everybody. Take a seat. Nezuko, you might get along with Listener. So maybe introduce yourselves, and you two might get along. Nezuko gives you a glare, but soon enough, she sat beside you, and you two just, like, played around, let's say. Like, Nezuko was just, like, playing around with your hair. And Zenitsu says, I knew those two would get along. Inosuke gets there. There was a whole situation of a little bit of arguing, and Zenitsu said, Okay, just quit it, Inosuke. We've already explained this to you, and stop being so ignorant about it. Thank you. Settle down. Sorry about that, Listener. He wipes off his tears because he got hit in the head. You look at him wiping away his tears and say, Are you okay? Do you need any help? No, I'm okay. Inosuke does this all the time. Ask Tanjiro. He hit him in the head pretty hard. Tanjiro has a pretty hard head, if you ask me. Well, it's getting late. We should head off to bed. I think we should have spare, blankets and everything. I'll go get them. Tanjiro sat next to you and said, So, if you don't mind me asking, Listener, what is your story? How'd you end up like this? Oh, my. Oh. That is... I'm sorry to hear that. But just to let you know, not all sad beginnings end with a sadder end. They end off being a very happy ending. I know demons, or may you be half demon, have longer lives to live. But if we can get you back to human, or if you decide to get yourself or have yourself as a half demon still, you may teach other demons how to control their hunger. Yeah, that's what we are trying to do, and that's what we did with Nezuko. Nezuko can, I guess, eat soup, and maybe if you tell us what types of candy you either get, we might just use those on other demons too. And you say, some of them have probably eaten way too much flesh, so the ones who have eaten way too much might not work. But the ones who have just gained to be a demon may work. You say to Tanjiro. Tanjiro says, well, that is good to know. Well, how do you know all this stuff, if you don't mind me asking, of course, not to be rude? Have you tried it on another demon? You say, yes, in fact, it was one of my family members, and I met them, I don't know, a few years later. I thought they ran away and became a demon just now. I tried giving them candy, but it didn't seem to work at all. Oh, so I see. I will keep that in mind. Demons who have eaten way too much flesh and have gotten used to it and cannot hold back their hunger. Candy will not work as an effect to hold back hunger, but the ones that have had less flesh and have just begun to be a demon, the candy will soon do the effect. Thank you a lot, listener. You may just help us with our bringing back demons, back to human community, even though we are still called the Demon Slayers. But don't worry, we only slay the, really, really bad demons. Now, Zenitsu might be back in any moment. Inosuke is already snoring. Don't mind him. I hope you get really good rest. No, excuse me, pardon. Zenitsu comes back with the blankets. Hey, I'm back with everything. Here, listener. Here's yours. I hope you're comfy. That's good. He lays beside you, since he doesn't want to lay beside Inosuke. In the middle of the night, Zenitsu wakes up from a nightmare and he looks at you. You couldn't sleep, so you were just staring up at the ceiling, and he said, Listener, what are you doing awake? You said, Zenitsu? Are you okay? You look terrified. You said, it's fine. I'm fine. It was just a little nightmare. If you don't mind, could I get closer to you? He said, no problem, sure. Thank you. He got closer to you and he slightly nuzzled you and said, you're very warm. May I just maybe sleep here? You were a bit flustered. You didn't know how to reply, and he said, I'll take that as a yes. Zenitsu ended up sleeping, and you held him close and fell asleep too. Next day in the morning, everybody was gone. Tanjiro saw that you two were quote-unquote being lovebirds, and he decided to go off hunting, and go off to a nearby village to get supplies. Inosuke was, of course, roaming around in the woods, and Zenitsu woke up and looked at you and said, what a beautiful face. I wonder if I'm in love. That's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and these new series, which will be Demon Slayer. There will also be Tanjiro, and just list a few. Maybe I could do demons too. And yeah, we will continue the Sonic series. I will add more like anime type of things and more fandoms. Just list them down below. Like if you're here or if you're in my Discord server, don't be shy to go to video suggestions and list your ideas, because I will take screenshots and write them down. But anyways, that is all for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed, because once we get to our goal, we will celebrate. I will make art and we will do a live stream like I did last time when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I did a live stream about it and we all celebrated, etc, etc. Anyways, again, my Instagram, my Discord link server, wattpad, and songs that I use will all be in the description below. And if you have any song suggestions, like a Q&A that I'm doing now, please list them in my main chat or video suggestions in my Discord server, or you can either just list them here. No problem. I will take screenshots and give you credit. I am also doing art on my Instagram and Discord, so if you want any pictures, drawings of your character, a canyon, or just a portrait of your OC, then I am here to make it. I am very